Добрый день, дорогие друзья, меня зовут Малка Шахар, я кандидат в Ассамблею штата Нью-Йорк по 47-му округу. Сегодня любезно согласились лидеры консервативной партии рассказать, чем они занимаются, как мы можем включиться, новые иммигранты, в политическую деятельность консервативной партии. Я член этой партии, и я очень признательна за ту поддержку, которую партия оказала мне. И сегодня мы собрались для того, чтобы поговорить об этом. Сегодня 22 августа 2016 года, и мы ведем наш репортаж с офиса консервативной партии. Hello everyone, my name is Malka Shahar. I am running for New York State Assembly Office, District 47, and I'm so happy to be an American, and I got such a support from Conservative Party, and I would like to introduce you to the leaders who is doing many things for our community, for Brooklyn, and for our great country. And I would like to give you more information about the Conservative Party and about leaders who is doing a lot of work, and I'm really appreciative for such a help what I got from the leaders of Conservative Party. So guys, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself and your position in Conservative Party.
Thank you, Malka. I'm Jerry Kassar, and I'm the chairman of the Conservative Party in Brooklyn, and I'm the vice chairman of the Conservative Party in New York State. I've held these positions for a number of years, and I'm very pleased to be here introducing myself to the Russian community. Thank you.
Это Джерри Кассар, он руководитель Бруклинской партии, консервативной партии, и он заместитель председателя партии консервативной Нью-Йорка, и он занимается этой деятельностью for how long?
Since 1989.
С 1989 года Джерри Кассар занимается этой деятельностью.
Hi, my name is Fran Vella-Marone, and I'm the vice chair of the Brooklyn Conservative Party. I'm also the state treasurer of the New York State Conservative Party, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight to talk to you about the Conservative Party and to talk to you about the candidates that we support. Like Malka, we're happy to support her in any way that we can, and we look forward to work with the Russian community and anyone out there that wants to work with the Conservative Party. Thank you.
For how long, Fran, you in the party?
I've been in the party since, let's see, 1980. So it's been some time. It's been a very long time. I started as a very young person. I was 17 years old when I first became active in the Conservative Party and in politics, and I am continuing in that tradition of great conservatives working in Brooklyn and working throughout New York State.
Фрэн представилась, она заместитель Джерри, и она также трежер в консервативной партии. С 1980 года Фрэн лидирует в консервативной партии Бруклина.
Hi, Malka. My name is Liam McCabe. I'm on the executive committee for the Conservative Party here in Kings County. I'm also a district leader for the 64th Assembly District in Bay Ridge. I got my start in the Conservative Party around the year 1999-2000. I was a college student, and I was working at Long's Liquors. It's a local liquor store, and Mike Long was the owner, and he got me involved in politics at that time.
Лим работает в партии, в управлении партии с 1999 года. Он начал свою работу, будучи еще студентом и работая в магазине спиртных напитков, но сегодня он в управлении консервативной партии также. Could you give our audience some of the history of the Conservative Party?
The Conservative Party was founded in 1962. It was founded because the Republican Party at the time had become very liberal, and there was a need for a political organization that supported conservative principles: less government, less taxes, strong concerns for public safety, international positions that were anti-communist, strongly anti-communist, I might point out. So that's why we came about in 1962, because there was a vacuum that that caused the need for a conservative party to be formed. Now, over the years, the Conservative Party has grown substantially from its beginnings. After 1962, we ran candidates for president, United States Senator, Congress, governor, local offices, and the state assembly and state senate, like you're running, Malka, and we were successful. Today, many members of the state legislature are endorsed by the Conservative Party. Many members of Congress, like Congressman Donovan in Brooklyn, state senators like Martin Golden, assembly members like Nicole Maliotakis. So we've had a lot of successes over the years, and we've grown. And today, the Conservative Party has 160,000 members and receives 250 to 350,000 votes each year in the elections, which makes us the third largest political party in New York State.
Партия была основана в 1962 году. Она получила большое развитие с этого времени. Необходимость возникла в создании партии, потому что очень обострились отношения с коммунистическим лагерем, и возник вакуум, и его нужно было заполнить. Консервативная партия заполнила этот вакуум. Она начиналась как маленькая партия, но сегодня она гордится успехами. Она выросла до 165 тысяч членов. Сегодня в Нью-Йорке у нас есть конгрессмен Дэн Донован, у нас есть сенатор Марти Голден, у нас есть ассемблевумен Николь Малиотакис. И сегодня консервативная партия имеет очень большую поддержку и занимает третье место. Она как политическая партия в штате Нью-Йорк. Shall we mention already famous people you helped elected to the office?
Some of the people that we have elected throughout the years that the Conservative Party has been in power has been Senator D'Amato. If you recall, U.S. Senator D'Amato, he was elected on our line. We elected U.S. Senator Jim Buckley back in 1970, he was elected solely on the Conservative Party line, which is a feat that I don't think any other minor party has done in New York State. In addition to that, we were the party that put Governor Pataki over. If it weren't for the Conservative Party, there wouldn't be a Governor Pataki. He was elected on our line. So those have been some of the milestones. And also Ronald Reagan in New York State, the first time that he ran in 1980, he won New York State because of the Conservative Party. So we've had tremendous success, and many of the people that have been in power and have been in high elective office are there because of the Conservative Party, because of our line and because of our support. That's not to mention all the local candidates that we've supported, some that have already been mentioned, like Senator Golden and Congressman Donovan, Assemblywoman Maliotakis, but other local candidates as well that we have supported, and they're there because of the Conservative Party and because of the votes that they received on the Conservative Party line.
Фрэн сказала, что начиная с 1962 года, в 70-е годы, консервативная партия помогла прийти к власти нескольким людям, в том числе Рональду Рейгану. Она назвала еще пару имен в Нью-Йорк Стейт в 1970 году. Они этим очень гордятся, потому что без участия консервативной партии это было бы невозможно. You help endorse Senator Marty Golden, and also can you mention more names other officials who represent Brooklyn that you endorse?
One of the most exciting candidates that I was part of and was happy to endorse was State Senator David Starobin. And if you're familiar, David Starobin was one of the first Russian-born state senators in New York State history, born in the former Soviet Union. That was very exciting, and the Conservative Party efforts really put him over the top. Certainly, I believe the election came down to 13 votes. So it was historic, not only in how close it was, but historic in that it put someone of his descent into a very high office in New York State. And I became close friends with the senator and was able to travel with his family up to the Senate chambers in Albany. And it was such a touching moment to see his mother, who had fled oppression, the former Soviet Union, to watch her son ascend to public office. And you have to say to yourself, only in America.
Он был очень счастлив помочь стать первому русскоязычному иммигранту Дэвиду Старобину сенатором штата Нью-Йорк. И он никогда не забудет, когда с семьей он присутствовал на церемонии инаугурации с мамой Дэвида Старобина, Анной Старобин, как она была тронута тем, что ее сын стал первым русскоязычным иммигрантом в истории Америки, первым сенатором в штате Нью-Йорк. И это было бы невозможно без поддержки консервативной партии. What are some of Conservative Party views on international affairs, such as war on terrorism, Putin's activity in Middle East, and nuclear agreement with Iran?
I'm glad you asked that question. The Conservative Party is vehemently opposed to the Iran nuclear deal. Absolutely opposed to it. We do not trust the Iranians. We believe they are a place where terrorists are trained, and the history of the United States with this regime in Iran is very poor, and we should not be spending so much money and giving them this opportunity. Obviously, we strongly consider Putin an enemy. We believe that his activities in Syria have been his activities in general in the Middle East we do not consider productive. The outcome from his perspective is an outcome that singularly is for him to gain additional power and potentially distract people from some of the other activities he's doing, such as attempting to take over Ukraine, which is just something the United States clearly, and that we believe anyways, the United States should be aggressively opposing. As far as the Conservative Party believes that the single most important international affair, though, is interaction to stop terrorism, because terrorism clearly is affecting more people in the world today, the economy, public safety, the psychology of people, how they travel, than any single event I can think of short of a world war. In many ways, it is a world war, and we do believe that the U.S. efforts to combat terrorism have faltered because of the failure of the president to give leadership and direction. So those are our positions on international affairs, at least some of them, and it should give you a sense of where the Conservative Party is.
Джерри Кассар ответил на мой вопрос, как консервативная партия относится к договору с Ираном по ядерной программе, и как он относится к политике Путина, как консервативная партия относится к политике Путина и к терроризму международному. Джерри Кассар озвучил позицию консервативной партии. Консервативная партия категорически против договора с Ираном. Это очень опасно давать возможность Ирану продолжать программу ядерную. В отношении Путина консервативная партия считает, что Путин наш враг. То, что он делает в мире, то, что он ведет войну с Украиной, это совершенно очевидный факт, и мы должны противостоять этому. Терроризм держит в страхе, в напряжении весь мир. Люди не могут свободно путешествовать, люди не свободны жить в своих государствах, потому что исламский терроризм держит наш мир в большом напряжении. On domestic issues, what are your top three?
Top three domestic issues. I would say, first of all, we are concerned with the economy. We want to make sure that people get back to work, that they can afford to live in, especially in this city. It's very expensive to live here. So we're for lowering taxes, so that people don't feel as though that all they're doing is working in order to pay taxes. Basically, in New York State and in New York City, up until a time in May, I believe it's like May 10th, May 15th this year, up until that point, you were earning a living to pay your taxes. From that point on, all the money you made was to pay the taxes. We don't think that's fair. We want it so that people can live in this community, in New York State, and to be able to thrive, to have a good job, to make a good living, to be able to afford to live where they are and not have to worry about paying onerous taxes that are weighing them down and they can't move forward. So definitely lower taxes. We're in favor of law enforcement, making the community safe, making sure that you can live in a safe community, that you can walk down the street without fear, that you can, live in your home and not worry about being attacked by anyone. Law enforcement, safety, security, very important. You have to be able to afford to live somewhere, and you have to be able to feel safe where you live. 2 important things. Third, education, very important. 3 things: health, safety, economics, and education. Education is very important. We want to make sure that our children get a good education, an education that's going to propel them so that they can go forward and have good jobs, that they can live the life that they want to live and live the American dream. It's very important. So we want to make sure that all children get a good education, and that may be supporting certain types of programs that are out there, such as, school choice, charter schools, very important. Give the family, give the people, give the parents an opportunity to choose where they want to send their children. They shouldn't have to send them to a school that's failing because that's their only option. They should have options to send their children to the best school that they can. And they're paying taxes, and they should be able to do that. They shouldn't have to be forced to go somewhere that's not a good education for their children. So I would say those are our 3 top priorities. Economics, make sure that people can live here, that they can live and afford to live in the community. Secondly, that it's safe, that they want to live here because it's safe. And thirdly, because their children can get a good education and they can move on and do well as they grow older.
Can I add something? I just want to add on public safety. The Conservative Party are big supporters of the police. And there's that Black Lives Matter. Well, in the Conservative Party, we believe all lives matter. And we have been very public about this. We've participated in rallies, and this should be, people need to, we feel, better support the police, particularly in this city. So it's just, I think, a little bit of an add-on. Let me ask Liam, do you have anything you want to add on issues?
Sure. I would say that one of the big things we want to do locally, and certain from a domestic point of view at both the state, federal, and city level, is work on over-regulation. You have an overburdensome government, and that ties into one of the issues that Fran was talking about job creation. And when government overstifles small businesses, for example, I'm a small business owner myself, and having to deal with so many regulations sometimes makes a lot of business owners think it's not worth it, so they pack up and they move out of state, out of the region, out of the city, and that kills jobs. And that's one of the most important things that the Conservative Party brings to the table. And no one fights harder for small businesses and the true engine of our economy than the Conservative Party.
Why I choose Conservative Party? Because I am immigrant and I want to, make my dream come true. And many immigrants, wants American dream to reach their success by business involvement. And we need the new places for job and for better opportunity.
Yeah, just to add to that, he's absolutely correct. Small businesses are the engine of this nation. Okay, they add more jobs than any other industry out there, than any other large corporation. The small businesses add the largest number of jobs every year, and without them, we wouldn't have an economy. And also, they are there, they're the entrepreneurs. They're the ones that are developing new things, that are coming out with something new all the time. It's always the small business owners. It's always them that have that idea, that idea in their mind that they develop and they move forward with. It's so important. Small business is the engine. It's important that we continue to support small business, and we do, as Liam says, by cutting down on regulation, by cutting the taxes. That's how we help people grow. That's how we help grow jobs.
Лидеры консервативной партии Бруклина на мой вопрос обозначьте 3 основные проблемы внутренней политики назвали работу, сокращение налогов, меньшее вмешательство правительства с правилами, с лимитированием движения в бизнесе, с бюрократией. А второй – это безопасность. Второй вопрос нашей безопасности. Сегодня, когда на улицах существует движение «Жизнь черных имеет значение», Black Lives Matter, консервативная партия занимает позицию защиты полиции, потому что без того, что полицейские будут нас защищать и охранять, мы не сможем жить. Поэтому каждая жизнь имеет значение, не только черная жизнь. Если это преступник, он должен отвечать независимо от цвета кожи. И спекулировать на этом неправильно. Третий вопрос – это образование. Очень важно, чтобы сегодня наше поколение имело свободу выбора школы. Консервативная партия предлагает и будет бороться за школьные ваучеры, чтобы у родителей и у детей была возможность выбрать школу, потому что на каждого ученика существуют выделенные деньги государством, мы платим налоги за это. Поэтому семья, ученик должен иметь доступ к этим деньгам, чтобы родители выбрали для него форму обучения. Когда родители платят за частную школу, им государство в этом не помогает. И мы считаем, что это неправильно. На каждого ребенка предусмотрена определенная сумма, которая должна быть доступна и работать на ученика. Значит, 3 основные момента, за которые консервативная партия борется, это свобода бизнеса. Каждый, я сказала о том, что я иммигрантка, и в нашей комьюнити мы все иммигранты, мы приехали сюда осуществить американскую мечту, но мы не способны ее осуществить, потому что очень много трудностей, сумасшедшие налоги, которые не в состоянии наши бизнесы покрыть, большая бюрократия, большие препоны для развития бизнеса. Второе – это наша безопасность. Мы должны уважать труд полицейских и должны соблюдать закон. Мы не должны позволить взять верх преступникам и развести хаос, то, что сегодня мы наблюдаем. И третье – это образование. So, my next question about Conservative Party will be support Donald Trump for president.
Yes, we're going to be supporting Donald Trump, and I hope everybody who's watching this is going to support Donald Trump too.
Yes.
Conservative Party will be actually making the nomination on September 7th. So if you're seeing this now, we'll be on September 7th, and it'll be in the city at the Marriott Marquis, and it will be at 3 o'clock, and anyone is welcome. And otherwise, after September 7th, you'll know that we have him on our ballot line. So thank you for asking.
Я задала вопрос, поддерживает ли консервативная партия Дональда Трампа. 7 сентября будет официальная презентация. Все, кто хотели бы присутствовать, пожалуйста, приходите. Официально консервативная партия выдвинет Дональда Трампа нашим кандидатом в президенты. So what do you think about Hillary Clinton? What you want to say?
Well, we don't support Hillary Clinton, obviously. Hillary Clinton has so many flaws. She's probably one of the most flawed candidates that have ever been put up for president. First of all, you're not even sure if you can trust what she says. I mean, the whole Benghazi situation and those people that, those Americans, those brave Americans that died in that needlessly died. And then she, began to move forward with that when she was questioned about it. She wasn't honest about it. She wasn't honest with the families. So I think the theme here is that we don't necessarily know if she can ever be honest. And I don't think you want a president of the United States as somebody that you can't trust. Can't trust what they say, can't trust what they do. You want somebody that you can trust in the White House, someone that's going to be honest, that's going to be honest with the American people, that's going to be honest with everyone that they deal with. And that's her problem. Her other problem is the issues. She's totally in opposition to everything that I believe in. I mean, she is looking to charge people more taxes. She wants to increase the taxes. She says it every day when she's on TV. I'm going to raise taxes. I'm going to raise taxes. Why does she want to raise taxes? So she can take our money and she can use it the way she wants to use it, thinking that she knows best. We don't. We don't know how to use our money. She does. She wants to use our money for us. I don't think that's right. I also am concerned about her on the national spectrum. I think she was one of the worst secretaries of state that we ever had in this country. I think she was very, very poor, very weak, and I think that she's going to bring that to the presidency. I don't think we want that in a president.
А Фрэн сказала, что Хиллари Клинтон уже себя проявила на позиции сенатора нашего штата Нью-Йорк. Она была очень плохим сенатором, и мы не хотим, чтобы она была плохим президентом, потому что мы ее знаем как человека, который все время врет, который хочет повысить налоги и распорядиться нашими деньгами так, как она хочет распорядиться. Она считает, что мы не знаем, как распорядиться нашими деньгами, она хочет держать их в своих руках. Мы ей не доверяем. Все, что мы знаем о ней, у нее очень плохая репутация, и мы не хотим ее видеть нашим президентом. So I'm from former Soviet Union, and I'm a witness. I can say when government got control, it's such a bad situation. We run away from this government control, and we want freedom. We came here for freedom. And our people still, I mean, from former Soviet Union, it was, now it's independent 15 countries, and our community, Russian-speaking community, growing. And I would like to inform and be more active because most of our people Republicans.
Right.
And I would like to, you know, motivate our community to be more active in Conservative Party. What you want to say?
What I want to say is that it makes sense. I think the Conservative Party is more of a philosophical movement. So when you vote Conservative or you participate in the Conservative Party, you are really sending a message. It's a clear message on a lot of issues. And because we are, at least we feel, successful in New York State, you're not wasting your time. There are political movements which are very good movements, but they don't have much pull. We have influence, we have membership, we have activities, we have elected officials, we have events, and as you can see, whether it be Donald Trump or Ronald Reagan, we participate in even the most important stuff. So I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for the immigrant community, and you should know that. I mean, our leaders here, my grandparents are immigrants, our parents are immigrants, and his great-grandparents are immigrants. So we all come from first or second or third generation families of immigrants, and I can tell you that growing up, my parents, I'm Lebanese. My parents spoke Arabic at home. Your parents spoke Italian. I don't think your parents spoke. But you know, but we understand. Sometimes I think new immigrant communities don't realize the people they're talking to. Maybe their parents were immigrants and they were home. It was just from a different place. And the Conservative Party is really filled with those individuals.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. I am a daughter of an immigrant. My father came here from Italy, Sicily, when he was in his 30s. So he was a grown man. He came here for a better life. It wasn't easy for him. He had to learn the language. He had to learn to read and write in English in order to pursue his American dream. So I understand firsthand, because I was living that with my family. I understand how the immigrant feels when they come here to a foreign land, not knowing anyone, having to learn the language, having to understand how the world works here, and how to pursue their dream. So I understand that. And I think the Conservative Party is a home for immigrants. It really is a home because it's a place where you can come, and our philosophy is such that we believe in the individual freedoms. And I think that's so important. Your freedom so that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, that you can pursue your happiness. That's very, very important. And that's what we do in the Conservative Party. That's what the Conservative Party is all about. We are supporting the individual and the individual's freedoms to pursue their happiness as they move forward in their life. It's so important. And the Conservative Party of New York State is very active. Not only are we active politically, but we're all active in the community. All of us. I'm also the president of the Dyker Heights Civic Association. I'm very active in local community activities, extremely active. So we get involved in every aspect, whether it's national policies, whether it's state policies, or whether it's local issues. We're involved, very, very involved. So anyone that wants to get involved with us will be involved with them. Anything that they're doing on a local level, whatever it is, we're going to be there to support them. and they will have a home, and they will be able to participate in the electoral process and in anything that we're doing as far as the Conservative Party is concerned, or anything that you need support in. We're there to support you.
Can I just say one thing? You know, one thing we don't do, which I see in the other parties, we don't have an Immigrant Affairs Committee because we don't really look at it that way. We look at everybody's participating equally all the time. And I mean, you know, we just think that better represents a lot of people. So we want to hear from the American here.
Sure. You know, one of the reasons why I got involved in the Conservative Party was because they were so active, and it's a great group to join and get involved if you want to make change, if you want to make a difference in your community. So let's put it this way. If you're unhappy with the way Obama is leading this country, the Conservative Party is the right place for you. If you look around the city here in Brooklyn and you think Bill de Blasio is doing a terrible job, we're the right place for you. We are the voice against those figures. And the Conservative Party is a great place to really take your opinion, take your worldview, and turn it into change. We interview candidates, we support candidates, we run with candidates, we get involved in campaigns, we get involved in initiatives. We have a conservative club that I'm the president of. We invite local elected officials to come. We recently had a meet and greet with Congressman Dan Donovan where over 100 people showed up, and that shows the great respect the congressman has for the Conservative Party and the local influence that we have. And for many people that might not ever get a chance to meet their congressman or state senator or assemblywoman, the Conservative Party is a great place to do that. And all you need to do is find out information about us. We're on Facebook. You can look us up, and we'd love to have more people. It's a great place to get involved if you want to make a difference. Thank you.
Я спросила лидеров, как мы, приезжающие из бывшего Советского Союза, сейчас это 15 независимых государств, мы продолжаем пребывать в Соединенные Штаты Америки, мы себя ищем здесь, и мы интересуемся политической работой, как мы можем быть включены в консервативную партию, потому что многие из нас придерживаются республиканских взглядов. Лидеры консервативной партии ответили, что философия консервативной партии предполагает личное участие и активность каждого из нас, из людей. Мы верим в индивидуальность. Но вместе с тем у консервативной партии очень много программ, социальных программ. Фрэн сказала, что она занимается вопросами общины, есть специальные проекты, программы. Лим сказал, что он руководит клубом, консервативным клубом, в который приглашают политических лидеров. И у нас будет возможность напрямую встречаться, общаться с нашими public officials, с основными лидерами выбранными и получать напрямую помощь. У консервативной партии здесь нет специального комитета для иммигрантов, потому что философия консервативной партии предполагает, что каждый человек должен активно включаться в жизнь, политическую жизнь, в американскую жизнь. И это то место, где очень многие наши иммигранты, русскоязычные иммигранты, могут найти себя. Лидеры консервативной партии сказали, что у них во втором поколении, в третьем поколении были родные, кто приехал в эту страну. У Джерри родители из Ливана, у Фрэн родители из Италии, из Сицилии, у Лима бабушки и дедушки иммигранты. Но сегодня и для нас, вновь прибывших сюда, найдется занятие и найдется место под крылом консервативной партии. I want to say I just got your attention, your warm welcoming to Conservative Party. Without your support, I was not able to reach this goal. I will be on a ballot on Conservative Party and in general election, November 8th. I will be not able without you, without your support. Conservative Party helped me, and I'm a witness. You are really keeping your philosophy of the better future for everyone.
And I just want to add one thing. Many Russian members of the community in Brooklyn are actually represented by Conservative Party supported elected officials. We mentioned Senator Golden and Nicole Maliotakis, who also represents a large Russian community on Staten Island, and Congressman Donovan. But the Conservative Party also endorses State Senator Simcha Felda and Councilman David Greenfield, both who have large segments of the Russian community within their districts. And actually, I would say probably the majority of the Russian community in Brooklyn is represented by people that are with the Conservative Party. You would make a great addition to that. It would kind of smooth it all out and complete a piece of the puzzle. Because the puzzle does mean, the puzzle is best completed with individuals who understand the communities that are emerging here, and you would, can't think of anyone that would be better. So thank you.
Thank you. Джерри Кассар сказал, что очень много public officials представляют русскоязычную общину. Он перечислил эти имена, и вы знаете эти имена. Но моя кандидатура, моя Малки Шагар, может быть мостиком, связывающим общину с консервативной партией, потому что у нас одинаковое прошлое. И я очень признательна консервативной партии и Джерри Кассару за это доверие и за эту возможность представлять нашу русскоязычную общину и сегодня быть кандидатом в Ассамблею штата Нью-Йорк по 47-му округу. Do you want to add anything, guys, to...
I'd just like to say that I want to thank you for this interview. We really appreciate you putting us forward and supporting the Conservative Party and talking about us and getting the word out about us. And I'd also like to add what Jerry said. We're very proud and very happy to support you in your election to the State Assembly. We're very proud to have you on our ballot, and want you to know, and all of the others out there that are looking to run for office, especially those in the Russian community, we're there to support you. If you come to us and you believe in the philosophy that we believe in and we support you, we're going to be with you. We don't just say we endorse you and we walk away. We're there with you to support you every step of the way, as you know, Malka. We do that. We want to welcome you in the party. We don't want to just say, oh, yes, you can run on our line and then forget about you. We want to make you part of us. We want to make you part of our movement. So we're going to be there to support you. So I encourage anyone out there that wants to run for office, please get in contact with us. Okay, there's 3 ways to get in contact with the Conservative Party. It's brooklynconservativeparty.com, which is our website. There's also, we're on Facebook, so you can look for the Brooklyn Conservative Party on Facebook. And you can reach us by phone if you like at 718-921-2158. So please contact the Conservative Party and get involved. If you want to run for office, we'd be more than happy to talk to you. If you just want to get active in the Conservative Party and active in politics where you can make a difference, we're the place for you to come. So thank you again, Malka.
И в заключение Фрэн сказала, что они очень счастливы иметь меня, персонально меня, как кандидата. И они не просто продекларировали свою помощь, свое номинирование меня в кандидаты в Ассамблею штата Нью-Йорк. Они приложили очень много усилий, и я свидетель этому. Это были не пустые слова, это не просто были слова и от меня отошли. Они боролись за то, чтобы я дошла до 8 ноября, до выборов. Я получила огромную помощь, реальную помощь. И Фрэн говорит, что если в нашей общине есть люди, которые хотят повторить мой путь, хотят быть активными, хотят избираться, консервативная партия будет очень счастлива связываться с людьми, оказывать им такое же содействие, такую же помощь, чтобы каждый был активным и имел эту возможность осуществить свое право быть избранным. Фрэн оставила координаты консервативной партии, как можно с ней связаться на Facebook, по веб-сайт и по телефону. Если у вас будут вопросы, вы знаете, как найти меня, Малка Шагар, есть вся контактная информация обо мне. Я буду очень рада быть проводником, быть мостиком между русскоязычной общиной и консервативной партией. Я нахожу ее активной, полезной и очень дружелюбной по отношению к нашей общине. Спасибо. Thank you very much, guys,
Thank you, Malcolm.
for your interview, and I hope it's just beginning.
It is
We will continue.
It is just beginning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.